Hello and welcome to today's podcast episode, where we will talk about the film A Thief's Canvas and all the process of making the film along with valuable lessons learned along the way. I'm your host May, and today we'll be exploring the journey I've had while creating this film, as well as working in teams and how feedback given by my course tutor helped shape the final outcome. So let's dive right in. As a first-time creator, I initially teamed up with someone who didn't share the same vision and work ethics as me. So mid-work, we decided to take on this project separately. Initially, when I first started the project, I was too scared to work on it alone because I felt like I wouldn't be able to handle it. But once I actually started, everything came so naturally to me and I had so much fun with it, and all the fear went away. Something that my tutor talked to me about is he noticed that I had different visions from my teammate, and this encouraged me to work on this project solo. Although this pushed my work timeline down, it taught me a valuable lesson that has helped me grow and make better decisions in the future. This project helped me gain a better appreciation for films and filmmakers, something that I hadn't acknowledged before this project. Going from script writing to dealing with actors and actresses to sound, light, editing, and more, it made me really appreciate the hard work that goes into it. Once the script was ready, I had to begin the practical work and start filming. I had to ensure that I had the right actors and actresses that matched the description or could get into character. This was the first practical challenge that I faced, as I found it so difficult to get the chosen candidates to film, as a lot of people refused the offer, which made it a hassle to find someone who is not only right for the film but is also willing to do it. The next challenge was getting all the equipment ready, such as sound, lights, and a camera to start filming. This was another difficult aspect, as even though I had learned about these equipments during classes, it was a challenge to work them on my own. So it took me a few tries with different equipments to get the right shots. However, one aspect that was a major failure in my film was the quality of the sound, which my tutor was very precise about. Given the time constraint, I couldn't improve the sound any further, but I did learn what to do for future films to avoid the harsh quality. Moving on to the next step, putting the shots together and editing wasn't quite a challenge, as I had some experience editing in the past. But if I were to work on this project again, I would definitely make some changes to improve the quality and viewer experience. For instance, one thing that bothered me after editing was the brand tag on Claire's outfit that I noticed properly after I finished editing, but I didn't have the time to continue editing it and to make it better. Another thing was the song selection. I believe that I could have found a better song, and even though the song did match the vibe of the video, I believe that I could have found a better song to better complement the film. These are my personal thoughts and feedback that I would like to focus on in the future. Because I didn't have enough time, it was a bit difficult to work on all of these feedbacks and to improve my film. So this is something that I'm definitely planning to work on in the future. Furthermore, the topic of this film was focused on the missing element, and in my case, which was showing the cop on screen without showing his face. This included the blue lights and the police siren, in order to make the audience think that the cops were there without the need to show a cop car or have real sound effects. These were all done with editing. So I used blue light effects and police car siren effects to create the illusion that they were there even though they were not. This is something that I've seen a lot in films, but I never really paid attention to it. It's an element that I'll definitely use in future films because it's something that makes the plot interesting without the need to really go out of your way to provide and display all these props. Especially with the cop that was shown without his face, it made the film even more interesting, as viewers don't necessarily have to see every single detail of the film to enjoy it. Factors such as missing element can enhance the viewer's experience and make it easier to shoot some scenes. This makes the filmmaker's work easier, but at the same time, it delivers the script perfectly, and the audience will get the same enjoyment they would if real police sirens were presented. This brings us to the end of today's podcast episode. We've explored my personal experience with filmmaking, the challenges faced when working in teams, and the importance of feedback. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this conversation has provided you with insights and inspiration for your own creative projects. Until next time.